And while yes, no one wants to be seen trying is lame or uncool. It's cringy, it's embarrassing. But on the other side of that is tremendous growth and development and surprises and joy and awkwardness and like everything in between. So don't run or wish your 20s to be over just yet. In today's video, I wanted to talk about why your 20s feel so uncomfortable. I am 29, I'm going to be approaching 30, and I have just found that my 20s have been an absolute train wreck on and off, and I wanted to just take a moment to like talk about and reflect on why your 20s can be so traumatic sometimes, but also why they are so important and so crucial. And it's, dare I say, such a blessing to be able to make it through your 20s. So if you're feeling confused or you're feeling a little bit lost or unsure, this video is for you. And I think that ultimately this is something that I want to encourage other people with. So I'm going to share 3 little nuggets of information that have really helped me process and come to peace with my 20s. Okay, so the first one is a little nugget that I put together. We're given the pieces to the puzzle one piece at a time, or one step at a time. So yes, you can go into the store and you can pick out a puzzle and you can already see the picture that it's going to make. And whatever picture you like, you buy that, you have the pieces, and you start to put it together. I realized that being in your 20s, for me at least, I wasn't always sure what picture I wanted. Or when I picked out like a picture or how I wanted my life to be and I started putting the pieces together, it turns out I actually didn't like it. And so I'm thinking about when I used to work in museums and I thought that I wanted to like be a curator or maybe even like own an art gallery. And I still really love art, but when I worked on like the administrative side of museums, I didn't love it. And so that was sort of like a little heart crushing because I had done a bunch of internships and I had worked really hard to sort of get to this point that I thought was going to make me happy, make me feel like my stuff was together, and it didn't. And I find that in your 20s, it feels like this rat race to have it together, and yet no one deep down like really has it together. The next piece is that being farther along is subjective. Like, we're all on our own paths, and I think with social media these days, it's really easy to go online and see other people having exactly what you want or what you wish you had and feeling like, okay, what is it that they're doing that I'm not doing, or what's wrong with me, or kind of going through that whole cycle. And this is something that I'm really learning to accept too, and it sounds super corny, but you really are on your own unique journey, and the timing for you is going to be so specific and tailored to you. There's no way that it's even possible, remotely possible, for you to have the exact same timing, unfolding, or process as someone else. And so once I realized this, I realized that I feel like I kind of sound like Kylie Jenner, where it's like, I'm just realizing things. But I am coming to terms with the fact that there are people that are going to be younger than me and ahead of me. And there are people maybe that from where it looks like they could be quote unquote behind me, but there's really no such thing because everyone has a different map and journey of what success looks like. And so being Farther along is confusing. It's lonely, or wishing you were farther along, I should say, is lonely and confusing. However, things are going to change. And so this moment that you wish was quote unquote farther along may have moments that are important for you to experience and witness. Because I think about if we were given the whole story up front, for example, like starting a business, if I had known it was going to be so hard to start a business, or if I was going to go through so much heartbreak or disappointment or failure, I probably wouldn't have started to begin with. And so I think the beautiful thing about your 20s is that there's like this naivety that allows you to go out and take risks that you may not have taken otherwise. And I'll also say that taking risks and like making mistakes or failing in your 20s, it's actually the perfect age to be doing that. And that brings me to my next point. This quote is actually from Brianna Wiest. I absolutely love her book. She wrote a book called The Mountain Is You, and I've listened to her book, 101 Essays on How to Change the Way You Think, or something like that. That I really found like a lot of wisdom in her words. And this quote, it says, "Your willingness to fail is proportionate to your potential to gain and to grow." Your 20s are about failure. You're supposed to be failing in your 20s. You're supposed to be doing trial and error. Trying things on, seeing what works, what doesn't work, trying on different jobs, different relationships, different aesthetics, different hairstyles, hobbies, whatever it may be. And sometimes, while yes, life is about exploring, it's a lifelong journey, I do feel like in your 20s, it's a little bit more like socially acceptable, I guess, to be like making mistakes. And so I think that's something to keep in mind and to take with you. Like, if you feel like you're not going anywhere, there's just no possible way, because each moment and failure and like dip that you experience is information that's going to be super important for the journey ahead, and really adds to your wisdom and life experience, so that when you are reaching an older age, you've learned so much from your youth. You're wanting to just have this stability and have this like structure and like cookie cutter life and version of you that you understand, that everyone likes and that is fun to be. And it's just a lot messier than that. Like, I feel like I'm at a point where I've come to peace with a lot of the mistakes that I've made in my 20s, and I'm still making mistakes. And I feel like right now in my career, I feel so stagnant and lost. However, I have to remind myself literally every day that there's something that I'm learning here and being super lost and super confused. Like, there's something that I can take with me from this experience into another one and make it better. And so just allow your 20s to be a series of failures, of getting to learn to know and know how to love yourself and be yourself and express yourself. Like, it's a journey. And it sounds so corny, but it's really true. And I just feel like this was a pep talk for myself. Like, I really needed to hear that I'm supposed to be failing, and it's good because it means that I'm putting myself out there. It means that I'm taking risks. It means that I'm trying. And while yes, no one wants to be seen trying is lame or uncool. It's cringy, it's embarrassing. But on the other side of that is tremendous growth and development and surprises and joy and awkwardness and like everything in between. So don't run or wish your 20s to be over just yet. I promise you things won't always be this confusing and this uncomfy, and that they will get better. My name is Alexis. Thank you so much for watching this video. On this channel, we talk about lifestyle, fashion, all female empowerment, and a little bit of travel. And I'm experimenting with these video styles, talking to the camera and doing it in my car. I see a lot of creators doing that these days. So let me know what you all think of the video. If you like this style, if you want more, I just want folks to not feel lonely on this strange earth that we are on, and we are going to get through it together. Bye.